Let's go. Time. Time must be guarded. Time is precious. This what we're learning now. This is from a booklet, I guess, called HaYom, HaYom. Today is the day, and it's mostly sayings from the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe, the sixth Lubavitcher Rebbe, which were gathered together by our Rebbe, the seventh Lubavitcher Rebbe. They passed these things out in America. I was in America with Lulav and Esrog, and so I asked people if they're Jewish, and if they said no, so I gave them one of these. Everybody took. Everybody was happy, right? They were all happy. There were these missionaries and everything, and they were happy. This is the Messiah. They know that they're wrong. These guys, they know that they're wrong, but they just think there's no alternative. Let's go. Time must be guarded. It is urgent to accept the yoke of the Torah. What does it mean, the yoke of the Torah? One second. Let me just, it's over here. No. Here we go. You have to take the yoke of the Torah. What does it mean, the yoke of the Torah? An ox, in order to hitch the ox up to a cart, there's a yoke. And the ox alone is an ox. He's a happy ox. He runs around. But if you hook the ox up to the carriage, then not only is the ox happy, but also a person is happy. And a person is a whole different dimension than an ox is, despite what the PETA or whatever says. People are not the same thing as animals. And an animal, the ox is also happier. He gets fed, he gets protected, right? He doesn't fall off of cliffs or whatever, get run over by trucks. The ox is happy. So, but we are also like oxes in the best case. But we have to hitch ourselves up. Who are we hitching ourselves up to? To God. God. Well, how do we do up to God? Right? Everybody thinks that they're doing what God wants. So the answer is the Torah. The Torah tells us which direction to go. The Torah, that's the reins that tells us to go right, to go left, to faster, etc. So we have to accept the yoke of the Torah, yoke ourselves up to the Torah. And what does it mean? An ox doesn't understand necessarily where he's going. We also have to do the Torah not from understanding, and we have to understand the Torah, but not because we understand the Torah is good and that we're going to get rewards from it. We have to do it because the Torah comes from God, and we have to use our minds to understand the Torah because that's what God wants. So as a result, when we don't want to do it anymore, right, we still do it. If you don't want to understand an idea in the Torah enough, so if it's up to us, then we'll stop. But if it's up to God, then we'll say, hey, the only reason I'm trying to understand the Torah is because God wants to. I'm like an ox in front of the cart. So therefore, we have to utilize every moment of our time that we can to learning the Torah. Every day that passes is not just a day, but it's a whole life. It affects our whole life. Like the Talmud says, day goes and a day departs. A week goes and a month goes by, etc. In other words, and all of a sudden a person finds out he's 120 years old and he says, now I'm going to start learning Torah, and that's it. He's finished, right? I said, well, I thought I had more time. My father quoted the Alter Rebbe, my father, who was the fifth Rebbe of Chabad. This is the sixth Rebbe of Chabad speaking. The fifth Rebbe of Chabad, that's the one that made these yeshivas that we just talked about. The fifth Rebbe of Chabad, he quoted the first Rebbe, and it said, a summer day, the days are long in the summer, and a winter night, nights are long in the winter, a summer day, one day in the summer, one night in the winter is a year, because you can accomplish so much. As we'll continue more, God willing, tomorrow. And now, story time.